Claudio stumbles with the ball. End of the game. Vasco is through to the round of 16 of the 2026 Copa Sudamericana. Vasco believed until the end, and the goal came at the 40th minute of the second half with Thiago Mendes in a lucky play, in a moment of brilliance, in a moment of inspiration. If the problem was spiritual, today it's been cured, my friends. Vasco wins and advances in the Sudamericana. Felipe Ruggieri.
A very important victory to take some pressure off Pedro Emanuel, to bring calm and confidence for the rest of the Brazilian league, to get out of this unpleasant, uncomfortable position, right? We have to look at the other results, but Vasco is always in danger there, near the relegation zone, just outside it, then back in again. So it's a win where the team played well, but they just lacked a bit of finesse, concentration, and calmness. We know that Vasco still has a lot of weaknesses, but it's a team that seems to be permanently under construction, a team that's always being built, always under construction. But it's true. You have to try to make the most of the players you have and take it one game at a time, right? Each game is different, trying to build something for the long term with Pedro Emanuel. Advancing in the Sudamericana is very important for the rest of the season, not just because of the money, but also for the continuation in this and other competitions. Vasco still has the Copa do Brasil. They'll play Fluminense in the Copa do Brasil this weekend. So coming in with a win gives a little more peace of mind and confidence. Like, man, we can play a good game. Let's go for it. By the way, if you're just joining now, a lot of people, right, just came at the end of the game. More than 120 people. Drop a like, subscribe to our channel here at Lance. It's really important. Remember that little newspaper, the colorful Lance, that you used to pick up at the newsstand too? So we're here on YouTube. We're also on our website, on social media at The Lance Digital, and on TV at Lance. So follow us. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It's really important to keep up with all the content we release here. A very important win for Vasco, a well-deserved victory for Vasco. Even if they didn't play brilliant football, they kept trying the whole time and were rewarded with a goal right at the end. A beautiful goal by Thiago Mendes, a good play by Adson and PH. Vasco deserves this victory, boys.
That's it, fans. You believed in the win, and the win came right at the end with the goal from Thiago Mendes and Ruggieri. Now Vasco qualifies and will face Olimpia. What can we expect from this matchup? Let's go.
I think it's an opponent that Vasco already knows, right? They played in the group stage. Olimpia was first, went straight through to the round of 16. Vasco had to play this round of 32 against Independiente Medellin, who were in Flamengo's group. Exactly, right? Yeah, Vasco's first leg ended 2-2 behind closed doors because of the incident. So there was no match, right? There was no match. So, yeah, against Olimpia, Vasco won 3-0 at São Januário. We called that game here, right? Yes, it was played. That was one of Vasco's best matches of the year. Olimpia also, it seemed, I mean, I don't want to take credit away from the opponent. We have to give Vasco their due, right? But then Vasco went there and Olimpia ended up winning 3-1. It's a matchup where both teams already know each other. Yeah, and I think Pedro Emanuel maybe needs to watch the replay to see the best qualities of the Olimpia team and come up with a good game strategy, right? We have to see how the bracket will shape up, but it's a tough match, right? A very traditional team, but Vasco has what it takes. Olimpia has more tradition than actual quality as a team.
That's it, Felipe Ruggieri. Vasco beats Independiente Medellin, qualifies for the next round, and will face Olimpia. And then whoever wins between Vasco and Olimpia will face the winner of the match between River Plate and whoever wins the clash between Caracas and Santa Fe, which takes place this Thursday. That's the bracket, the road ahead, and the bracket for Vasco in this 2006 Copa Sudamericana. Felipe Ruggieri, thank you very much, my friend.
Yeah, we're in this together.
One more together here.
Thanks, thank you. Look, and moving on, right? If River is next, this isn't one of River's great teams. River is struggling right now. They're in terrible form. They have a bit more financial power than the others, and they're a traditional club. It will be tough, but we need to focus on Olimpia first, move forward step by step, and hopefully bring long-awaited joy and an international title to Vasco fans.
That's it. Thank you very much, Ruggieri. And thanks to everyone who joined us for this great Lance TV broadcast between Vasco and Independiente Medellin. We'll see you in the next round of the Sudamericana and at other games leading up to the big final. Thanks for joining us on Lance. The excitement continues in a new way. See you next time.